Operations and hustle in the street.
We was born in the rain. We don't really want fight. We just really want breathe. All lives do matter, but this is black lives thing. We gon' ride to the wheels fall off to the flatline base. Taking the knee, so that shit didn't work. Taking the high road, open the pants, that shit didn't work. Putting your knee on the man's neck, that shit didn't work. We ain't made much long time ago, that shit didn't work. We was just fucking the streets up. All the days start free us. Right now, doing the pandemic. It's not about revenge. Man down, they can't cuss, no one else, so can't run us up. Here's made up, can't stand, jump, really killing sons and dads. Many times getting really bad. Nigga tripping, don't make it back. How the fuck is supposed to raise? Let alone let's get hot to win this damn mask. No lies, let's talk facts. See this game really unified. We kill each other, that's how they pull us back. It's never sport if we do it down. Who am I? I'm black. I'm black. Gotta remember I'm black. It's much harder just to get ahead when they want you in jail or dead. It's much harder just to get ahead when they already scared of your skin. Let it go. We was born in the ring. We don't really want fight. We just really want breathe. All lives do matter, but this a black lives thing. We gon' ride to the wheels fall off to the flatline beats. All black, all black. We was born in the ring. We don't really want fight. We just really want breathe. All lives do matter, but this a black lives thing. We gon' ride to the wheels fall off to the flatline beats. What did I do? Tell me this, what did I do?
If you don't answer,
Oh yeah, please don't shoot. What did I do? Tell me this, what did I do? Hands up, hands up. Officer, please don't shoot. I got a girl, I gotta make it back home to my world. I got a kid, I got a girl, I gotta make it back home to my world. We wanna live, we wanna learn, we wanna get everything we deserve. We wanna build, we wanna grow, but we don't have to be put in the dirt. All black, all black. We was born in the ring. We don't really want fight. We just really want breathe. All lives do matter, but this a black lives thing. We gon' ride to the wheels fall off to the flatline beats. All black, all black. We was born in the ring. We don't really want fight. We just really want breathe. All lives do matter, but this a black lives thing. We gon' ride to the wheels fall off to the flatline beats.
So don't forget, love your enemies, forgive all this shit. Bro, hey, they just like people like us. They just under a system, bro, that doesn't know better. They just like us.
They throw the chair,
If they took that uniform off, they just like us.
7 cops down, they don't like that. This Baltimore City, bitch, we fight that. Slap my man's up, and like that. I'd rather ban arms and throw my hands up. Oh, they about to send the troops in. They go down, we'll be right back. Right back, right back. All my comrades will be right back. Right back, right back. Grab the gas mask, we'll be right back. Right back, right back.
Business owner. Make your own business.
and speaking out for your community. It takes so much to come up and show up yesterday, today, tomorrow, and every single day to make our communities better. That's a really hard thing to do. So give it up for yourself. Okay, so in a few moments, we're going to hear from some amazing speakers that fight to make the community better on a daily basis. We're going to learn about their stories and hear about their lives, and they've lived through so much. So we're so grateful to have them here with us today. And first up is Tessa, and she is an adjunct professor, and she works with, or she's a co-founding member. She's a co-founding member of Rad Mission Neighbors. So give it up for Tessa.
Police are obsolete. 2 summers ago, I saw a call by sex workers or neighbors in the mission to stand up for them, to protect them from the new homeowners in this area where they work, who have been calling the cops on them when they were trying to survive. Increased prohibition of sex work under the banner of Sesta Fosta has pushed more workers offline and into the streets. And there's much more to tell, but I won't now, about how misogyny is driving attacks on our First Amendment rights. Yes. Yes. As my neighbors and I organized under the banner of the Rad Mission Neighbors, we learned that even though in January of 2008, San Francisco passed the Prioritizing Safety for Sex Worker policies, which should have reduced police activity around sex workers, Mission PD had formed the Sex Work Abatement Unit to patrol and arrest sex workers on Cap and Shotwell. It's fucked up. In fall of 2018, I was part of a meeting right here where the police captain, Captain Catal Girone, the boss of all these fine people right here, looked straight at the head of the city's department on the status of women and said that this unit did not exist. Meanwhile, in community meetings with neighbors that called the cops every day, they were bragging about it. Finally, when we got them to tell the truth, they insisted that they were using a program called LEAD, Law Enforcement Assistance Diversion, and insisted that the cops were saving these women. Wow. Just this week, yesterday, a social worker's exit interview circulated showing that even in LEAD, which is supposed to help the most vulnerable people in the city, the police were using the women and men that they captured with LEAD to cultivate new informants and catch other sex workers. I still shudder when I remember Captain Catal Girone bragging to the community that he asked for volunteer cops to join the Sex Worker Abatement Unit, now conveniently renamed the Sex Trafficking Abatement Unit. Captain Catal Girone likes to say that when his police officers detain, kidnap, or entrap a sex worker who is trying to survive, they ask her, "Honey, do you want to get out of this business?" Do you know what's not going to help her? New trauma and a new arrest record. We need the police to stop policing sex workers now, now.
Let them fucking know.
When the police tell us that they are protecting the vulnerable, we say hell no.
Oh, look at the red back inside.
We are the vulnerable ones, and you are the ones that we are afraid of. You are the ones who are assaulting and disappearing people. We know the story of Celeste Block, who was sex trafficked by Oakland PD. We know the story of Daniel Holtzclaw, the policeman in Oklahoma City who was raping black women with impunity. We know the story of the Golden State Killer, the prolific murderer and rapist who targeted sex workers because he knew what he could get away with because he was a cop. And across the country, cops are sitting on tens of thousands of untested, untouched rape kits. You guys are the perpetrators of injustice, not the saviors from it. To Supervisor Ronan, to her staff, and to all the other supervisors who think it's insane to cut jobs and lay off cops, I ask you this. When has the Capitol Estate ever given a shit about laying off workers? When has the Capitol Estate ever cared about eliminating entire city departments like we're about to do? Why are politicians obsessed with preserving good, honest jobs like coal mining that somehow are only always held by cis men and actually make the world more dangerous? We need to take the $1 billion a year that we're spending on overtime and tricked out Ford Explorers and build a functioning public works department. At every level of government in this country, from local police departments to our federal military, we are giving 55% of our money to security forces.
Fuck the police!
Fuck the police! We need to divest and reinvest in public services that function for citizens. Let's rehabilitate our public works department, which mayors Ed Lee and London Breed have run like a dysfunctional developer slush fund. Then these laid-off cops can get jobs as garbage men, construction workers, janitors, and coaches for children's enrichment programs, public toilets, public showers, public laundromats, and the public housing! Angela Davis asked us if prisons are obsolete. We know that they are, and that their Boy Scouts are also obsolete. You are the welfare queens that are draining our society's resources. As a queer woman, as a San Franciscan, as a rape survivor, as a Jew, I reject the logic of settler colonialism that says more guns and more barbed wire will make me safer if I'm on the right side of them. To everyone equivocating around the state's right to assault, traffic, and murder people, we reject your arguments. We reject prohibitionism for the poor, black and brown, and libertarianism for the rich. We do not consent to be governed by this police state. We demand abolition for all. Abolition of police, abolition of prisons, and abolition of this carceral state.
Very good.
Thank you.